What is this game? Why Napoleon? Is it really a Souls-like? And how can you play it way before it comes out? I'm Jared from Lyrical Games, and we are working with One More Level, the creators of Ghost Runner, to bring you their new game, Valor Mortis. Together with Rado, the game director,
hi Jared,
we'll be answering 6 common questions that we see online about the game. Number 1, how is it a Souls-like?
Valor Mortis embraces the core pillars of the Souls-like genre. So we have high-stakes combat, where every encounter matters. We have deliberate stamina-based fighting. Also, we have punishing but fair enemies, and the tension of exploring of the hostile, interconnected levels. That's also there, but there is something that sets it apart, and it's the immersion in the first person.
Since our announcement, we've seen lots of people online chime in about what makes a Souls-like a Souls-like. How about losing currency when you die, then going back to your body to reclaim it? Or reaching a checkpoint and then all the enemies respawn? Some people even suggest the fantasy setting, or having a dodge roll. If you'd like to join in this enthralling debate, let us know in the comments what you think a Souls-like is. Which brings us to the next big question. Number 2, why make a Souls-like in first person?
First person forces you to commit fully, so you are not just watching a hero fight. You are the hero, you are the one clashing the steel, you are the one pulling the trigger, and that feels great.
With the Ghost Runner series, One More Level made games that had challenging mechanics that you don't really see in first person that often. Platforming, fast-paced movement, and melee combat. And how does that connect to Valor Mortis?
With Ghost Runner, we proved that first person can deliver intense skill-based melee combat. And in Valor Mortis, we take all this knowledge and channel it into something a little bit slower, maybe heavier, and definitely more methodical. So in Ghost Runners, it was all about speed and the flow, and here is more about the weight, about the precision and survival, basically.
Most first-person games use guns as their primary combat. That's why you've got FPS and not FPM for first-person melee. There are other games with first-person melee combat, first-person RPGs like Elder Scrolls or Kingdom Come Deliverance, where you can choose to use a melee class. Other games where you fight hordes of enemies, like Chivalry or Vermintide, and even FromSoft's game before Dark Souls, Kingsfield. But I think Valor Mortis is pretty fresh, with precise duels as the main combat format. That also brings a whole new set of problems to solve. But what are the biggest challenges of first-person melee combat?
So the hardest part is clarity. In third person, you can read all the animations, you can feel the space and tells easily. And in first person, we need to communicate the danger. Sometimes it's through the sounds, through the proper animations also, but that's also why our audio department is super crucial to make, like, for example, footsteps in the map, the steel that's grinding and the musket reloading behind you. All of it is very important feedback for the player. Also, the fairness is very important, making sure that player can judge the distance, can understand the parry timing and the intentions of the enemies without this field of view that is in third person.
Your player feedback is really important to us as we try to get the balance of fairness and difficulty right. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can join the playtest and play the game way before anyone else. Flashback to when One More Level first showed us the game. Okay, first person with the sword kind of goes, that's kind of nice with the revolver. Whoa, man, fire and magical powers, okay. Napoleon! Rado, why did the team choose the Napoleonic Wars as a setting?
So we wanted a setting that feels both grounded but also epic, and Soulslike usually draw on medieval or fantasy themes, but the Napoleonic era gives us something, I think, unused or maybe unfamiliar, even like sabers, muskets, the muddy battlefields, and the shadows of the enormous armies in the background. So it's an era that is defined by ambition and conflict. But here with this horror approach, through our lens of horror, it becomes even more unsettling with ghostly battalions, soldiers who refuse to stay dead, and our story of a single soldier in the middle of this mess.
And as with any game or movie or story that's set in a specific time, there's always going to be people pointing out the historical inaccuracies like their CinemaSins. It actually is pretty fun, and sometimes even educational to see those corrections. But I mean, we've got Resident Evil-esque Napoleon creatures. I don't think it needs to be that accurate. How much is the team pulling from real history?
So we are not making a history simulator, but still history grounds our world. So you have the uniforms, the weapons, and the whole atmosphere of the era. Even Napoleon himself got his appearance in our game, and I can tell you that there will be more historical figures, but always we are showing them through this filter of the supernatural and horror. So in Valor Mortis, the line between fact and the nightmare is very thin.
I think we got time for a bonus question. Okay, this one isn't really from the community. I just really wanted to know, Rado, what are your top 3 Souls-like games?
So it's not an easy question, to be honest, because there are so many awesome Souls-likes on the market right now. But I think pretty sure that my heart goes to From Software all the way. And top 1 will be Sekiro because of the amazing parry system, combat itself, that inspires so many games after that, including us, of course. Then I think Bloodborne for its unique atmosphere, but also with amazing combat system and boss fights. And top 3, I think Dark Souls 3. That's the master execution of the Dark Souls formula, like such a masterpiece that everyone should play, to be honest. It's an amazing game. So I think this will be my top 3.
And now the big question you've been waiting for, how can you play Valor Mortis way before it comes out? We're hosting an open global playtest very soon. You can sign up right now and you'll get access to the pre-alpha build. There's still a lot of work to be done and the game won't even be coming out till next year, which means that right now it's not super well optimized. One More Level did have Ghost Runner and Ghost Runner 2 running pretty well on even a Steam Deck, so performance will be a priority before launch. But for now, we hope you can at least see what Valor Mortis is trying to be. Even though this build is far from perfect and super early, we want the feedback from you because we want to make the game better while there's still time to do so. Why is player feedback so important to the team?
So in One More Level, we always want to build our games with the players, not just only for them. So with Ghost Runner, the community feedback helped us to reshape, rebalance the game, also do add some additional features. And in Valor Mortis, it's even more vital, to be honest, because first-person Souls-like combat is something, I think, uncharted territory, we can say. And we need to know what feels fair, what is too punishing, and where players can find the satisfaction. Maybe something is too easy. So that input gives us opportunity to create the best possible game and avoid to give frustration to the players.
So that covers it. 6 common questions about Valor Mortis answered by the game director himself. Once again, if you want to try the game, sign up for the playtest and then come back in the comments and let us know what you think. We will be reading them. I'm Jared from Lyrical Games. We're a brand new games publisher and Valor Mortis is actually our first game announcement. We've got more games that we're really excited about that we want to show you. And this kind of open dialogue between us, the developers, and the players is something we want to do a lot of. So subscribe and we'll make more videos like this about Valor Mortis and all the other games that we have in store. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the Napoleonic mutant Souls-like battlefield.